Yeah, okay.
Good evening,
Evening.
and welcome to another wonderful edition of Relative Truths. I am one half of your hosting team, the Tom. And the other grumpy guy is Vince.
Hi.
How you doing, buddy?
It's a loaded question there, bud. I'm doing all right. We'll see how long the camera works. So, yeah,
So the first
it's,
thing,
you know,
we,
whatever.
we should apologize for last week. It was
It was Tom's fault.
it was not Tom's fault.
Tom's fault.
Um,
He found 20 things he had to do at like
as we've
7:45 at night.
yeah, okay, so as we've discussed previously, we record both episodes on Wednesday night
Wednesday.
and then release them on Friday and Tuesday. So Wednesday, Vince texted and said, "Hey, um, something came up and I'm not going to be able to make it."
Do you want to know what that
And
was?
I very graciously said, "No, no problem, brother. It happens, man.
Graciously, because of the freaking 14 times
Life,
he's delayed or
life,
canceled.
life happens to everybody,
Yeah, it does. That's true.
even retired gimps who really don't do anything all day long."
Yeah, that's me. I do nothing.
Um, So then we tentatively rescheduled for the next night. Well, I had forgotten that I had dinner plans with my wife and another couple. So then I had to cancel. So then we were going to try to do it on Friday, and we just released the first episode late, like Saturday morning and whatever. And then just life
Let
being
let
what it
let me
is,
let me preface this with Tom's communication skills suck bad.
I don't think that's true.
Oh, I'll read you the text. Yes, I will.
I don't think that's true.
It's very true. You don't communicate. You don't stay in touch.
That's not true at all.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. Finish your story and I will rebut with my info.
So Friday after work, I had plans to go to the range, take my son and a another friend to the range. Neither one of them have ever shot a handgun before. So I felt like that was kind of important. So we went to the range. Got done at around like, I don't know, 5:30, 6, and said, "Hey, let's go just grab a drink." And because Michael, my son, had to be home right around the same time I did, about 7. So sure,
Mhm.
we'll go grab a drink. So we tried going to Fiestas, and that was like a 10-day wait just to walk up to the bar. So we went down the street to a place called Between the Buns, little burger place. Dude, I am not lying or exaggerating when I tell you that I have never received worse service in my life. It was awful. It was literally, it was like an hour and a half just to get like 2 beers, and I think I got tater tots, and I only got those because we were waiting so long.
The fuck does it
And this
take you an
girl,
hour and a half to get 2
I,
beers?
dude, I have no idea. And the crazy part is, our waitress didn't even bring us any of our stuff. The other waitress was bringing us all of our stuff, and we had to keep asking her, like, "Can you send our waitress over?"
Hmm.
It was crazy. But
But
anyway, so then I ended up getting home, and that's when I texted you and said, "Give me a half hour and I'll be on." Um, and my wife was just kind of having a mental breakdown. I think we've talked about it on here, but she's got a broken foot, and she is not one to do well with not being able to do what she needs to, whatever she wants to, you know? Um,
no.
so she was having a bit of a breakdown. The house was kind of, you know, having issues. So I had to cancel so that I could do house stuff, take care of my wife.
Okay. Yeah, understandable. But here's my issue with your communication there, bud. All right. I will bring up the evidence as soon as I
Tonight's
find you.
sponsor.
As far as find your stupid name. What's his name? Oh, I got him under douchebag. Okay. Um,
See, it could be that I have poor communication. It could also be that you just don't know how to use your phone.
No, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. So here it is. All right. I said, I'm ready whenever. I sent this text at 5:49 or whatever. And Tom's response, grabbing food, gonna be a bit. Okay. Never heard from him again. So I text him soon. We can just do it next week. Sorry, I just had the worst service anyone has ever had. Over an hour for chicken tenders, 2 beers in my check. Now,
Those chicken
hold on.
tenders, not
Wait,
tater
wait.
tots.
I let you speak. Hold on. So if you know you've got to meet someone and you're having terrible service and it's just dragging on, you're not like 100% busy to throw a text in there going, look, stuck at the restaurant, still here, trying to get back, anything. Nope, didn't hear from him. So
You're
he
right.
didn't text me till after this whole hour and a half debacle. So I didn't hear from him. So here's the thing. We were having where I live, they built a gazebo, so they're having like a carnival with food trucks and bands and stuff. So my wife was up there. So I'm like, when I text, we could do it next week. I got in my car to go up there because there's only a half hour left. And the Italian sausage food truck only took cash, and I had cash, and I really wanted an Italian sausage sandwich, right? So I get in the car, I start the car. As I start the car, I'm getting ready to pull out to go have a nice, delicious sausage sandwich. If you can give me like 30 minutes, I'm still good. I'm like, all right, sounds good. I shut off the car. I come in the house. I make a cup of coffee. I sit down at the computer. And then about 5 till or 10 till 8, when the food trucks are gone, never mind. I forgot about 20 other things I've got to do tonight. That's why I said I wish I would have known that way sooner because now I missed out
Yeah.
on the carnival and the sausage sandwich. So
Yeah. I
communication.
know. You're a big carnival guy. I get it.
No, the sausage sandwich is what I wanted, dude. But you were
Yes.
stuck at a restaurant for an hour and a half. You didn't bother to text saying we're fucked here.
Listen,
I'm screwed here, bud. So that
there's part
his
of me that
his
there's
communication
part of me
sucked.
that feels bad. There's part of me that feels really bad about this.
I burp. Sorry.
There's
Yeah.
the other part of me that's like, you could just go to the store and get your own Italian sausage and buns and peppers and
It's
onions and
not the
make your own.
same as getting it off at DeRooster's Italian sausage sandwich truck. You know that. Come on. Whatever. So
I
there.
apologize. I will try to communicate better in the
So
future.
so Wednesday.
Cheers.
Hey, yeah, cheers. I got coffee and water. So Wednesday, I'll explain. Tuesday night and Monday or Tuesday, Tina and I were watching TV, and it was Tuesday night. And there's a note in one of the shows we were watching. There was a note they put up, and we're trying to read it. And Tina walks up to the T. I pause it. She walks up to the TV. She goes, "Wow, it's really clear up here. I can read it." She goes, "We may need a bigger TV." And I'm like, "Yes, yes." And Mila was over. I said, "We're going shopping tomorrow. Best Buy. Mila, you and me." And joking, of course. Well, we went shopping Wednesday. I went to Walmart. And so you walk into Walmart and you head back to the TVs and they have the cell phone booth there, the cell phone like in the middle back. There's a gentleman and a lady sitting there. And he goes, "Can I help you?" I go, "Yes, big ass TV." And he laughs. He laughs. He goes, "Well, I can't help you with that, but I like your attitude." So the lady goes,
Nice.
"Well, we do cell phones. If you need a cell phone." I said, "No, I've got the Galaxy. I got the 25 plus. I'm good." And she says the 26 is out. I go, "No, you should talk to my wife." I said, "She's got like the Galaxy One Ultra. It's like old." And she's like, "Is she here?" I go, "Yeah, she's here somewhere." I said, "I don't know. Couples never stay together in Walmart. She's, whatever." So I'm looking at the TVs and now they've got, these QLEDs, OLEDs. And now they got the new one with high LED or something LED. It's crap, can't remember the name, but it's supposed to be the newest one out. So I asked the dude, Chris, at Walmart, Chris, you need a new job, buddy. Sorry. I said, so is this high def LED, whatever, better than QLED? Well, it's supposed to be, but I don't think it is. I'm not sure. I'm like, so I Google it. I says it's mini LED or whatever. I don't know what the hell the name of the new shit is. So I Google it. Is it better than QLED? Google says yes. By all, whatever. It's considered better. I'm like, all right, let's get the hell out of here. So I find Tina. We go to Best Buy. Ooh, that was a big mistake there. Oh, we go to Best Buy, and what the fuck is the name of it? Mini LED? I don't know. But they had one 85-inch. Beautiful, right?
It's a big TV.
It's a big TV, dude. So we're looking at the TVs at Tina and I went to where the hell did we go? Yeah, we went to Chick-fil-A to get something to eat after Walmart, and we were sitting in the parking lot watching videos on TV reviews, and every review, the number one TV was LG OLED, LG OLED. But they're like for $3, $4, $5,000 TVs.
Yeah.
Well, what's number two? So we go in there and we're looking. I go, man, that OLED is nice. And I said, but you guys put these videos up to make. He goes, no, OLEDs. I mean, that he says they're phenomenal picture. And so I'm like, yeah, but I said, what about the QLEDs? And he's like, no. He goes, well, we do have two models of the LG 77-inch OLEDs from last year left here, and they're $1,600 off. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay. And I'm looking at the mini LED or whatever the new one is, 85-inch. He goes, well, we're out of that one, you know, area wide. There's none of those left. I go, okay, yeah, right. You did that on purpose, didn't you? So I measured my car. Well, we did wind up getting the 77-inch OLED LG. So I measured my car and it should fit. Should fit. 4-foot opening. We angle it, and this was like a little under 4 foot or just at 4 foot. I go, it should fit right in.
TV or the box?
Yeah, the box, the whole thing.
Okay. Okay.
So I pull out my car. They graciously come out. It's about a half inch too big. Won't fit. And I'm like, they could deliver it on Saturday. And I'm like, fuck. You buy an OLED TV, you want it, I want to see this thing. It's kind of cool,
Right.
you know. So I said, all right, I don't know what we do. Oh, we do earlier we stopped at Chick-fil-A because Tina was really hungry, so we just grabbed a sandwich. I said, we're gonna go. He said, what do you want to do? I said, I don't know yet. And I said, we're gonna go grab something to eat. We'll be back. So we went to McAllister's, had dinner. And I said, well, we'll just have it delivered on Saturday, whatever. I'll bite the bullet. I'll be depressed for a few days. And we go back. The guy was very helpful. That's another reason we bought the TV there. I think he was autistic, but he was very smart, very informative about the different
Sure.
TVs. So I go in, I find him. I said, yeah, we're just going to have it delivered. He goes, okay. He's like, oh, well, Saturday's not available anymore. It's next week, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. I go, you have a knife? And the girl working with him was like, I can get you one out of warehouse. I said, that's it. I'm just going to unbox it. He's like, we can't help you. I said, I understand. That's fine. So pull up the car. He carries it out, gives me the knife. We unbox this behemoth, slide it into the car ever so gently, fits, put blankets under it, where and all that, and then we have to cut the box off to get the box in the freaking car, and all the giant pieces of styrofoam. So we get all that shit in the car, give it back. I'm like, I can't just have this sitting in the middle of the floor. We got to put it up tonight. So I'm like, I got to call Tom. We got to cancel. I got to cancel. So that's when I let you know that
So
something
this is why you
something came
canceled
up.
Wednesday.
So I get it home. It's unboxed pretty much.
Uh,
Me and Tina carry it in, and I've got a 65-inch up on the wall. I'm like, shit. The Tina wasn't feeling good. She couldn't. So Dominic can't help me. Zach can't help me. Like the whole of Vince. And I said, Vince, can you just come over? We just got to take one off. Got to move the mount and put one on. He's like, sure. So he came over and helped me put it up. And holy crap, dude! The picture on this thing is like. Even Tina's like, it's like being in the room with them. It's crazy. So
yeah, it's
crystal clear.
ridiculous.
Beautiful. So that's why I couldn't. Sorry, people. That's why I couldn't do the the quality of my TV picture was a little bit more important than podcast last week. But
Hey, man, listen,
that
I
we
get it.
I thought we'd get it done Thursday or Friday, but to
I
no
did too.
avail. So here we are.
I
Cheers.
did too. Honestly, I do apologize. Um,
Thanks to the 2, 3, 4, 6 of you that are watching. I appreciate it. I didn't even put out a short video on that we weren't going to. Yeah, that was my bad. I should have done that explained, but I didn't. My bad. We're back. No more
yeah,
canceling that I
no
know
more
of.
canceling ever until next time.
Yeah, until next time.
Until next
Until
time.
something happens. So,
So,
and then oh, go ahead.
oh god, no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good. What do you got?
I was just
Let's
gonna
get
say
down to brass tacks, buddy.
we had a couple of notable passages this week.
Yeah.
Yep, Senator
Uh,
Lindsey Graham,
yeah, it's a shame.
South Carolina, passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, he sure did.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. Beelzebub
Um,
came and took him.
Sam Neill passed away.
I know, dude. Sam Neill, I
That
like
makes
him.
that makes me more upset. Um,
Well, yeah, then Lindsey Graham, the
one of the
warmonger.
stars of
Yeah.
still what is still the best sci-fi horror movie ever.
Jurassic Park.
Gone. No, dude. Event Horizon.
I didn't see that, I don't think. I'm
Um,
not a I'm not a big sci-fi guy.
yeah, greatest movie ever. Greatest sci-fi horror movie ever.
Do you know what the Event Horizon is?
Listen, we're not having that conversation.
Do you know what it is? I'm just asking.
Yes.
You know it's the black hole, the lip to a black hole,
Yes.
where you both technically could be alive and dead at the same time? Mhm.
So
Alright.
people are people are pretty hateful.
About what?
People die, you know,
Certain people?
certain people.
Look, it's not I
And
mean, yeah,
Mike,
people die. I mean, that's the only thing we do in life. We have to die. That's it. That's the only thing you
no,
have to do.
yeah, absolutely.
And
I get it.
and it's sad, and we grieve technically for selfish purposes because 'cause we're gonna miss them. There
Right.
well, most people that die, or a lot of people that die, are in a better place. Not everybody. And according to some people's thoughts, one of those people that isn't is Lindsey Graham, because he was very pro genocide, very pro war, very pro killing everybody. So he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And they are celebrating it purely for the fact that they're hoping that it will slow down the warmongers, the other warmongers, because he was one of the main ones. I don't know. I mean, it's not gonna change anything. There's when one person like that dies, there's just another one to step up and take the place, that's all. It's just it's a game of revolving chairs there. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I got a question for you.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
the coffee's good, if in case you were wondering.
I don't. I could care less.
Yeah, good.
Shoot,
Wow, that's pretty rude.
I gotta find it again.
Oh, here we go.
Um, was Spravato the drug that you brought up a couple weeks ago?
No. No, 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 no. Spravato,
Okay.
what the hell's Spravato?
Oh, Spravato's another drug that we don't know how it works.
So that makes 2 in the last month that they don't know how it works, but trust us,
I don't even
take it.
remember what I was watching, and the ad pops up, and you just kind of you blank it out, whatever. But like the first line was, "We're not exactly sure how Spravato works," and I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what?" And I wasn't sure if that was the one that you brought up.
No. God dang, dude, that's
It's another.
crazy.
It's another because the one you brought up was an antidepressant, right?
No, it was to stave off cravings, sugar
Oh,
cravings.
this one's an antidepressant.
Jesus, dude. It what was the name
Yeah,
of this drug? It was, Contrave.
Contrave. That's right.
See, that's the thing
Yeah.
about written notes, I can go back and look. Mock 'em now there, dude. Um, that's the FDA, yeah. So what does your drug do? Well, it's an antidepressant. Alright. Any side effects? Well, side effects usual, anal bleeding, nausea, you might die, vomiting, dehydration, uh, diarrhea, all this. Oh, okay. Well, how does your drug work? We don't know. I have no idea, but it helped people. Oh, okay. Approved. Here you go. What the fuck, dude? Unbelievable.
Yes, Spravato is an FDA-approved prescription nasal spray used alongside oral antidepressants for adults with treatment-resistant depression or major depressive disorder with suicidal.
I don't even know anymore. Do you trust the FDA?
No, God no.
Mm. Nah, good. Good. You're a
Common
smart
side
man.
effects:
Really.
dissociation,
Uh-huh.
sedation and sleepiness,
Eh,
drowsiness or feeling drunk,
You can't
dizziness
be
and vertigo.
you can't be depressed if you're sleeping and drunk.
Right. Gastrointestinal issues such as nausea and vomiting,
There you go. There's a nausea and vomiting.
sensory slash nasal irritation, numbness, taste distortion, or throat irritation, and anxiety.
So you trade depression for anxiety.
Yep. Serious risks:
Uh-oh. Serious risks.
risk of developing dependence,
Okay. Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
addictive,
Sure.
increased blood pressure, suicidal thoughts, breathing problems.
Suicidal thoughts. Well, that's what you want in an antidepressant.
Patients must not drive or operate machinery until the next day after a restful sleep. Patients are monitored for at least 2 hours after administration. Avoid food 2 hours before and liquids 30 minutes before treatment can reduce nausea.
How many times are you supposed to take this shit a day?
This is treatment schedule. Treatment involves supervised twice weekly sessions for the first month, potentially moving to a weekly or bi-weekly maintenance schedule. Each
Okay, so
session
it's not
requires
horrible.
mandatory 2 hour post-dose observation.
So at least it's not a daily thing.
No.
Huh. Wow. Wow. Alright. Well, hey, do you know who, Christopher Pedden is? Christopher Pedden. You should. You should know who Christopher Pedden is. He's dangerous dude. Do you wanna know what the what wait, don't look it up, don't look it up, you're gonna ruin it.
Why?
Don't,
Why?
don't.
You said I should know who he is.
I'm going to tell you. Can I read you the
Okay.
headline, jackass,
Sure.
before you ruin it? Indiana man, hide your penis. Man accused of cutting off junk back on streets. All right. Check this out. The Indiana police were called to an issue at this guy's house. There was a fire in the garage. They
Okay.
get there, the guy says he was stabbed in the nether regions, near the nether regions. That's why he was bleeding.
Okay.
Police question him, and he finally breaks down and admits that he cut his junk off, his genitalia, threw it on the garage floor, doused it in gasoline, and set it on fire.
Why?
He probably needs that drug you just were talking
He
about.
needs some Spravatin.
Yes. I don't know. It's just, it's
Bravado.
just
Sorry.
well, I don't know. There are plenty of other schlongs out in the world. I don't know. I don't. That's what it says. Well, now Pedden's back on the streets pending his criminal trial. Although this is not the type of thing someone can do more than once, there are plenty of other schlongs out there in the world. So be careful out there. That's TMZ writing.
So
That's their
listen,
writing.
any of you living in Indiana,
Yeah, keep your schlongs
you
hidden.
know, chastity belt is, you know, maybe not the worst decision you'll
Oh,
make this week. That's
I don't.
that's
Christ, what are
that's a
people
thing.
thinking? I said,
That's a thing. Do you
it
remember
is
there used to be
released. What did they do? Just sew it shut, show it up? I mean, how do you go to what, these guys go to the bathroom?
cauterize it? Yeah, I don't know.
Put a catheter in? I don't know.
Turned
Okay,
it into a
whatever.
vajayjay? I don't know. Um,
Yikes. Ow. Okay.
there used to be a website. It might still exist. It was called Pain Olympics,
Mm.
and there was a ridiculous amount of photos and videos of people cutting their own stuff off.
No. Why? Why?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea, man.
And you watch
I have no
this.
idea. Yeah, when I was younger, I was stupid and I found the stuff amusing. I mean, I'm
Mm.
talking younger, like probably close to 30 years ago.
Mm. Mm. Ow. I, it, I don't know. Whatever. That's
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah,
Okay. All
yeah.
right. Well,
So, so the UK is a pretty special place.
phew, dude, they're fucked.
Did you
They're fucked.
did you read about the NATO meeting in Turkey?
No. Now what?
So there was a NATO meeting in Turkey. It was apparently like the first one that they've had there in forever.
Yeah.
So you know the Turkish people were proud to host it.
Yeah.
So the Turkish president, he gave gifts to all of the other presidents that came.
Yeah.
He had custom revolvers made for each of them,
Damn. Even Trump?
even Trump. Um,
What did he give the douchebag in charge?
I'll read this to you. Keir
Okay.
Starmer has just popped to the back of the plane on our way home from the NATO summit in Ankara. This is from Pipa Kırar, I don't know, some journalist, UK journalist. He's told us that Turkey's president, Erdogan, gave him and all the other leaders a surprising choice of gift, a revolver engraved with their names with a box of live rounds. But the PM had to leave his in Ankara, despite it coming with a note from Erdogan waiving export controls because it would be illegal to import it into the UK. Instead, it stays behind for decommissioning.
Here's Just when I think they can't get any dumber over there in the UK, that they go and do stuff. Well, Keir Starmer's out. You know that, right?
I had heard that.
He resigned because he's a dipshit. But of course, he was replaced with another madman liberal psycho that's going to be doing the same shit that he's doing. So they're no better off.
Yeah.
They're
It's
the UK's fallen, dude. That's going to be gone.
different
It's going to
sides
be
of the same
gone.
coin.
Yeah, it's going to be gone. So they're, I mean, London, all that shit turning into a shithole, just like Paris. Paris is pretty much they can't even have tourists there now. That's how bad and violent Paris is. It's
Who'd want to go
horrible.
there?
Uh, I mean, it was a huge attraction, but not anymore. I mean, you go there, you
Well, that's
die.
that's what I mean.
Oh,
Who would want to go there
oh,
now? It's like New York. Like
oh!
who would want to go to New York or Chicago or
God, I
like
gotta get the name of this stupid girl. She was a hardcore left winger, all for
okay,
open borders, all for immigration, right?
sure,
She takes her 13-year-old daughter, goes over to the UK, moves
okay,
over there. She starts going to all these open border protests, right? Not protests, but she's on the side of open borders. She starts going to all these open border gatherings. She meets a immigrant that's, living in a hotel because the government's paying for it, has everything paid for
hmm,
because he's illegal.
sure,
So she starts dating this guy. Her daughter wakes up one morning to her mom's badly disfigured and beaten body because this immigrant beat her to death after she was bragging to her friends here, oh, look, they're not all bad. Immigrants aren't bad, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets beaten to death by one.
Well, I mean,
She went
it's
all the way across.
probably an anomaly.
Hmm. Yeah, it doesn't happen much. Yeah.
No, it's
Look at, we'll ask Lake and
it's
Riley's
an
parents about that.
it's a complete
Yeah.
outlier.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, I mean, we were stupid with the open borders, right? We were dumb. And at least we've closed them and we are deporting at least the criminals first. At least we're making an effort. They still aren't making an effort over there. Ireland's the only one fighting back. The citizens are fighting back. You're gonna see a full on civil war over there pretty soon because people are just
Yeah,
tired of being overrun by these Pakistani graping gangs and all the violent crime, the beheadings in the middle of the street, attempted beheadings, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's bad.
you see, there was a couple ICE shootings this week,
Yeah.
so you
Well,
know,
if ICE
see how that goes.
if ICE comes to arrest you or whatever, don't fight them. Don't threaten them. Don't try to kill them first because they will shoot you dead. It's
Listen,
just the way it
maybe.
goes.
And here's the thing: both of these were cases of the person who was shot weaponizing their vehicle.
Yeah.
So, listen, if I got my gun and you start coming at me with your car, like your car is a lot bigger than my gun, I'm going to do what I need to do to try to defend myself. That's kind of how that works. So you're talking about like armed federal officers. If they tell you to stop, then stop. Like
Yep.
if you did something wrong, you're going to have to, you know, pay the penalty, but it still beats being dead.
You know what? And all these leftists sticking up for the person. It's murder, blah blah blah. But if it was reversed, if that was a nice officer in the car and he sped up, they'd be like, "Good for him. Yeah, you should have just stopped." Blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's always a double
Right.
standard, and I can't, th- I, dude. And you're getting, see now you got me riled up because I can't. I just That's all comes back to these are people that are defending this or not defending, but crying out about this is that these are the people that choose to be stupid. They choose to be fucking morons. And it drives me nuts because you can't talk to them. You can't talk to them. There's no reasoning with them. It's a mental illness. And all we could do is sit here and bitch about it, bitch about how they're trying to spin this. Mm, mm, mm. I don't know, man.
So, so movies. I'm just all over the place tonight. I'm trying to have fun with it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I had the distinct pleasure of getting pre-screener tickets for the Odyssey,
The hell's the
new
Odyssey?
Christopher new Christopher Nolan epic about Odysseus.
Epic. Oh boy. Okay.
It's a Greek Greek
Mythology. Yeah.
mythology. And
Yeah.
it's a Christopher Nolan film, and it had a stacked cast. So yeah, I got to go see this. It was pretty cool. And I know, so actually this episode will be coming out the day that it's released, I believe, officially in theaters. But I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything. But it's a long movie. It's just under 3 hours long. It's like 2 hours and 52 minutes or something.
Damn. Better be good.
But it didn't feel like it. Um,
That's good.
yeah, it was a pretty good flick. Um, so there was a group of people online complaining
Oh,
because
fuck.
there
Of
were some
course there was.
liberties taken with some of the characters in the movie, and like, I guess, race swapping them, right? And the detractors were saying, like, like, come on, it's mythology, who cares, right? Well, the same people were all up in arms saying that, the Moana live action film had to have like had to have legit actors, had to have legit like islanders and Hawaiians, because that's important. It's like, well, is it though? It's mythology. It's even newer mythology. It's Disney mythology.
Yeah.
So like, who cares? But
You can't
it's just
yeah.
funny to me. Like, it's funny to me when people can't see their own blatant hypocrisy,
No, they can't.
But I guess
They
Moana didn't do very well. Opening, so it was a $250 million movie. Only brought in about 95 million globally its opening weekend.
well, Disney's Disney's losing a lot of traction. They're just losing a lot of fan base. They
Well, they're not doing
they
anything original, and they're trying to
well,
pander to like the
they're not
smallest possible group of people.
they're not
And
doing
it's
anything
like
original. They're
you got to
trying to do
realize that this fringe group of extremists are not the ones paying your bills, dude.
no, they can't even get out of their parents' basement. They're not going to spend $20 on a theater ticket. But I mean, that's what they're pandering to. They're trying to destroy the iconic movies. They're trying to destroy the legacy of these movies by switching everything around. You can't do that. You can't pander to this DEI bullshit because look what's happening. You're losing your ass, dude. Disney's losing their ass on every movie they put out. Every freaking movie. Even that new Supergirl movie's tanking because she's a psycho lefty. You can't do it. You can't have that. And when's Hollywood going to realize that their lefty actors that are like that are going to destroy movies just like this girl did with Supergirl? It would have been fine if she didn't open up her mouth in interviews, and then
Listen,
she just
this
destroyed it.
this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion amongst some people, but when it comes to actors, musicians, any type of artist, you are a highly trained monkey, and I want you to perform for me, and that's all I want.
Basically, it is. Yeah, keep your mouth shut.
I don't. I
just
remember
because
so I
look,
went to, a buddy of mine took me to see NoFX. Love NoFX, loved them growing up, man. One of the best punk bands ever. Took me to see NoFX, and it was, several days after Trump was elected the first time back in, 16?
yeah,
Uh, it was the worst concert I ever been to in my life
because they turned it political.
because everything, every single thing he said, like, they completely changed their set list, because they had always had, like, political songs, but they mixed it in with fun songs. Um, Completely changed their set list, so all they played were their most, like, awful, boring political bullshit songs, and then in between every song, it was just crying about Trump being elected.
Wow. See that look, just because you're an athlete, a singer, an actor, entertainer, doesn't mean your opinion is smart, intelligent, or higher than ours. So just shut your fucking mouth, do your job. 90%, okay, maybe not, but majority of the people, they go to work and they leave that shit at home. You know, they go to work, they do their job, they come home, then they talk about it. That's what you guys need to do. You need to just do your
Like,
fucking job, shut your mouth, and talk about this shit in private.
if
Look what
you're an
Garth Brooks
actor
did. Look what Garth
or
Brooks did. He's
what?
in deep shit. Besides being a
What
serial killer,
he's not,
allegedly,
but he's not.
um, is he called anybody that voted for Trump an asshole. And
Yeah,
90% of his fans are freaking Republicans.
yeah.
So
Listen,
now he's begging like forgiveness, and they're like, "Fuck you, dude. You no, fuck you."
if you are an actor or a musician or an athlete, you're not necessary. Like, you could go away, your profession could go away, everything you do could go away, and it wouldn't make a difference to the way the world operates.
Nope. All right.
And I'm not
Exactly.
saying that to be callous or mean. It's just the truth. Like, would it suck if there was never any new music made ever again or new movies? Or if, like, I couldn't watch, hockey every week or football, whatever? Yeah, it would suck. But at the end of the day, life would still go on.
Well, Hollywood, all they gotta do is replace everybody with AI actors. That's all.
Dude,
Take
you
care of
see,
that.
I didn't realize that there's like actually an AI actress
Yes,
that
they're
was in a
trying.
movie and she's going to be starring in her own movie.
Yeah, there was freaking agencies fighting to sign her. It's not a real person, dude. What are you signing?
It's insane.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely insane.
Well, that's what's coming down the pipe, man. AI is very dangerous. Very dangerous. Oh, did you see? Did you see the huge banner they put over Iranian building?
No,
You didn't see that, huh? They
no.
put this. Iran put this huge banner over the building that says "We will kill Trump" in English.
Interesting.
Just saying,
Where was this? It
Iran.
was in Iran. Okay.
Yeah, it was in
I
Iran, but
mean,
they put it up. They put it up in English. I guess they want him dead.
are you surprised?
No, no, no. He's I, they want to kill him. They want to kill Larry Loomer. They're coming out now. You brought up the Lindsey Graham thing. They're saying the government is saying he died at home of a heart attack at night at his home, right? 8:30 at night,
Hmm.
whatever. Well, someone actually he was in Kiev. He was in Kiev, Ukraine. Okay, touring a drone plant the day before, and he was all excited because they were drones killing people, and he got all excited and woo. And so someone did the math and figured it out. And they said for him to get to Kiev, to his house, and have a heart attack and the ambulance be called was impossible. There's no way he would have been home by 8 that time. I think it was like 8:30. It's impossible for him to even be home. They're saying he died in Kiev and the government's covering it up. And they're thinking that he was killed in Kiev and the government is covering it up because they know who did it. So that adds a whole new twist to the Lindsey Graham death thing because they're saying he was assassinated. Interesting.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Only the nose knows. Wait, you want to buy a purse for you? Wait, you want to buy a purse for Angela?
No.
Oh, come on, no.
Why would I want to buy a purse?
Because this is a one of a kind purse. I have a giant computer here now. Giant, this thing right here. It's huge. So I got all my news and shit up here. This leather purse is going up for auction, and it could fetch $500,000.
Okay. Why?
And thank you. You asked why. You fell right into that. All right. This handbag is the first ever handbag made with collagen from lab-grown Tyrannosaurus rex fossils, which were reportedly exhumed in the U.S. on June 11th. So it is the first T-Rex leather purse going up for auction.
Okay. Well, hey. Great.
How cool is that? I just thought it was pretty interesting. Got a fucking T-Rex purse, dude.
So
Of all the things they could have made out of T-Rex leather, they chose a purse.
They chose a purse. Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
They couldn't put it in like
I could probably go for some like boots or something or a nice belt.
Well, they couldn't put it as seats in a Rolls Royce or something like that.
There
or
you
Bentley.
go. There you go.
Yeah.
So the company I used to work for, one of our ongoing projects, we installed VoIP systems for companies. Most of them were like small to medium sized businesses all over the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area. I would like most of these companies I'd never heard of. So we would get the PO and I would start working on it. And I would normally look up the company just out of curiosity, just see what they were. So we got one, and I wish to God I could remember the name of this company, but I look it up and it was this little boutique purse shop in New York. And like the cheapest little wallet you could get was like $3,000.
They make their own shit, or did they bring it in?
Yeah, they were all made. Every piece was custom. There was no two pieces the same. They were all made out of like stingray and shark and just like exotic animals. But I mean, they had, and I know it's not like, a $500,000 Tyrannosaurus Rex purse, but they had some purses that were like, $15,000, $17,000 stingray purses.
What?
Like, listen, if I buy that for my wife, she's like throwing her lipstick in it and it's getting like, the cats are clawing at it. It's getting fucked up the very first day. There's no way I'm paying that much for a damn purse for my wife.
Hey, it's only $500,000, dude. Pocket change.
Yeah, listen, that's
Must be nice. Must be nice.
That's not much less than what I paid for my house. So no, I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. We got
Oh.
a guest.
Hey, Rosie. It's a doggy.
Say hi. Say hi. Okay, piss off.
He's to piss off. This is nice. So, do you use the Waze app?
No. I did, and I don't anymore. I forgot what it was. Something annoyed me about it, and so I used it years ago, back before the Apple Maps was any good.
Right.
Um, and then Apple Maps kind of got their shit together, and I went back to using that. I haven't used Waze. I have Waze installed on my wife's phone
Yeah.
because it gives you speed alerts, so you can set it up to ding you if you're going either a percentage a percentage over the speed limit or just a set amount. So you
And
can
just
set it to like ding you if you're going 5 over the speed limit.
don't fucking speed. Cruise control.
Yeah.
Doop. Done.
Uh,
All right. Whatever.
easier said than done.
Yeah, I know. I know your wife. I know. I've driven with
But
her.
anyway, no.
Before.
So no, the long answer to a short question, I do not use Waze anymore.
Waze was originally developed in Israel.
I did not know that. Interesting.
It was sold to Google. So Google owns Waze.
Okay. Didn't know that either.
If you have some kind of litigation problem with Waze apps, let's say it tells you to turn left and you drive into a lake and you want to sue Waze because they're hard or retarded on their directions. Do you know you can only sue them and go through the court in Israel? All their legal proceedings are in Israel. Now, you may ask, how can that be when Google is an American company? Well, let me explain that Google and Waze still operate a tech office in Israel. So technically, Waze is still operational at some point in Israel. So that's where they chose to keep all of their legal proceedings in Israel. So if you want to sue Waze, you have to go through Israel court system to do it. Isn't that
I mean,
interesting?
that doesn't seem shady at all, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean,
No.
it seems perfectly
Yeah.
normal.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It sure
Yeah.
does. It does. It
I mean,
does.
listen,
You know.
I've said it before. We don't have the intelligence or the maturity to use the interwebs the way that we do. And that includes things, any app on your phone, you know, GPS, anything that's globally connected.
Well, it doesn't. What's your thoughts on flock
We're
cameras?
I don't care. I mean, no, I take that back. I do care.
Should care.
It's just it's not a hill I'm going to die on. Everything you do is being
It's not.
tracked
Well,
everywhere. You
but
think
that's.
your new TV that you got isn't going to be tracking you?
No, I understand that, but what I'm
Your
saying
phone's
is,
tracking you, your car is
I'm.
tracking you. Like,
Yeah, I understand that, but when you have everybody telling you it's to prevent crime, they're lying to you because these flock cameras, although they were originally developed by four, I think, Stanford students, tech guys, because one was a victim of a crime. So he developed these flock cameras because he researched it and found out that the license plate is the key to solving a lot of these crimes, getting license plate numbers. So he developed these flock cameras, but then this flock company started getting heavy investments from like Peter Thiel and some other overseas investors. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's public knowledge.
I mean,
So, so the
lots of
flock,
things are public knowledge that aren't true.
okay, but the flock cameras, they go to the cities now and they offer them like 30, 60 days free. Oh, use these for 30, 60 days. It's to prevent crime. Okay, right. So that, right. But then they go into, the cities are like, yeah, these work pretty good. And they get the software and everything and they use them. Well, there's a little add-on someone was talking about called Nova. So what Nova does with these flock cameras is it on its own. So you get a license plate, and Nova researches the license plate, finds out who owns the license plate, who they're married to, blah, blah, blah. And I guess even goes on the dark web and gets information about these people, including social security numbers, all this other stuff. Well, I guess one cop was already busted for he ran a search on the flock cameras of people who have had abortions. And I don't know what the details were, but he wound up doing it across like 3 states. He widened his search. Well, he got busted for it, but this is what these flock cameras are capable of. And they're even they've got pictures of people with cell phones in their hands in their car. Now, this isn't supposed to be weaponized against people driving. So it's just another like these data centers. It's just another way to collect information, but it seems like, and I know you don't want to hear it because you just, I don't know, you don't agree with this. All of these companies are owned by the same country, people from the same country. They're all owned by this. And that's why they call this place the international state of blackmail, because they know how to get information. And the flock cameras is another way. You think it's just for reading license plates. It's not. It does deep dives into the people, your family, your finances, everything. It knows just you driving by a flock camera, that city, and everybody in that city, the police and everybody have full capabilities to find out everything about you, everything. And that just for driving down the street to go get a loaf of fucking bread, dude. You can't
Good
hide.
thing I have my wife do my shopping.
You can't. Okay, jackass. You go to work. You can't hide. You can't hide from anybody anymore. But it's not going to the right hands. It's not going to the right people, in my opinion.
Dude, here, okay. I get what you're saying. It shouldn't be going to anyone. It shouldn't be happening. Period.
No.
I don't care if it
Why are
was
these
going
cities?
to Elon Musk or
Why are these cities signing up
I
for it
wouldn't care
though?
if Joe Rogan, or somebody I trusted, like owned the company. I don't want them having that information. We we are not responsible enough to handle the technology that we have,
Right, but I
and it's
mean,
just going to get worse and worse and worse.
it is. I mean, I know we're at an
And
hour,
the
but
thing is, with drone technology and satellite technology, it used to be like, oh, I'm just going to go live off the grid. I'm going to get a
you
cabin in the
can't.
woods. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It, well, you
Like
could.
even if you completely cut yourself off from civilization, they're still going to know.
And maybe.
So
I mean, you have to go solar, all that stuff, but whatever. But the thing is, I keep, with this World Cup here. Oh, America! I see all these foreigners. America, you truly are the land of the free, and blah blah blah, and all this and it. Are we really free, or is that just a misnomer?
compared to the rest of the world, yeah.
Mm, mm,
But that
really?
doesn't necessarily mean we are.
Are we,
Yeah.
or do we just hide it better?
No,
You've got
I stand by what I said. Compared to the rest of the world, yes.
I can show you dozens of
But
videos
that
of FBI and police showing up at Americans' houses for posts they put online.
sure, but you
Is
think
that
that's not happening in other countries?
it is, and they're going to
I think it
jail. So how
happens.
the
I
fuck are
think
you
it
free?
happens less here.
Okay, but that's not free. That's not freedom of speech.
I mean, do you ever think we've actually had freedom of speech?
That's what I'm
Come on.
saying. Are we free? You can't look. You can't drive a car without a license. You have to have a license, or you get arrested. That's not free. You can't go fishing.
Yeah, but see, some of that
Somehow
stuff
the
I agree
government
with.
somehow the government said we own all the land. If you want to go fishing or hunting on it, you need to pay us a fee. That's not
Yeah,
free.
See,
You know, you can't collect
this
rainwater
this
in a
this is
lot of
why
places.
I'm very on the fence with a lot of this stuff because I don't agree with a lot of that. Like the property tax thing. Like, listen, if I buy this property, it's mine. Why do I still have to pay you taxes for it?
You're paying
Right.
rent. Yeah.
But people having driver's licenses, I agree with that because I think there should be somebody. And here's the thing, it's not used correctly because 95% of the drivers out there suck. Right. But the driver's license system should be used as a way to keep people that can't drive, that aren't responsible enough to drive off the road. That's not what it's used for. It's used to just track us and take money from us and keep us under their thumbs. Like you're telling me that you telling me that this little card I've got in my pocket honestly cost you like 25 or $30 or whatever it is to produce. It didn't. It's bullshit, right?
Okay. So
So and
who?
like hunting, like if it's open unowned land, why should I have to pay anyone to go hunt on it, right? Or if like I'm pretty sure even if you're on your own private land, if you kill a deer, you still have to have a tag for it, right? That you had to pay for to the
Yep.
government. Like
Yep.
why?
On the
Why?
land you
Why
pay
does the government
property
own that
taxes on.
deer?
Right.
Yeah, why does the government own that deer?
Right.
So there's a lot that I don't agree with, but there's some stuff that I do agree with.
How
The new
does
thing
how?
where they're trying to change the ATF regulations so that you can have guns shipped directly to your home. I don't agree with that.
No, I don't agree with that either. That should be
You
regulated.
know,
But
I
how
think
how does
that
the government own rain? How does it own rain?
yeah, that it's ridiculous. Like,
How the
why
fuck?
can't I have a barrel
Who the?
out back of my
Yeah.
house that I collect rainwater to use?
Yeah. Who the fuck is the government tell you you can't collect rain? And who gave the earth to these people for them to charge the other people for? Like, you know what I mean? Who? It's this bullshit. We're not free. Step outside of your house and tell me what you can do for free besides playing basketball in your driveway. Get in your car, go somewhere. Can't go fishing. You can't. Yeah, I mean, you're not free, 100% free to do anything you want without paying for it. That's wrong. I think that's wrong. And yeah, are we freer than most countries? Yeah, but are we free? No. We just aren't as strict. Let's just put it that way. We're not as strict as other countries on our
Yeah,
freedoms, you know? And it's
yeah.
sad.
I guess free is probably the wrong word to use for it. I guess the proper response would be I feel like we are less restricted.
There you go. Home of the brave and the land of the less restricted.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna write a new song because I it
All
it,
right,
it
we're
yeah, we're
we're over an
not.
hour.
You cut
We're
me
at an
off.
hour. We can continue this conversation next week,
Yeah.
next Tuesday.
No, better not. It's depressing.
We can. I mean, I've got more depressing stuff to talk about the next
Oh,
episode. So,
jeez, dude. Where's all the happy yay yay shit?
I did it. I did it. I already did it early. So, my bad.
Okay. Well, next next episode, I have to talk about someone and his buddies.
Oh my God, you didn't mention him the whole episode.
I put this up earlier. I put this
Yeah,
up
but you
earlier.
didn't mention him.
No, but
I'm proud of you.
Clown Bongino
Oh, see, I was gonna give you a gold star, and now you just ruined it.
will be brought up in him and his cronies because there's something seriously weird going on with them. There you go, Tommy. All right. Well, there you
All
go.
right.
Like,
So, hey,
follow,
listen,
subscribe, share.
like, follow, subscribe, share, message us.
We're back.
We're back.
We'll be up Friday.
After Vince screwed us over for a TV last week, we're back.
It's a beautiful TV, though.
I
Do you
bet
have
it
an
is.
OLED? Do you have an OLED TV?
I don't know if ours is or not.
I highly suggest to anybody that does not have an OLED TV to go out and get yourself one because they are phenomenal. Phenomenal. And LG invented
No,
OLED.
it's QLED.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not as cool as you are. Sorry about that.
Your TV quality sucks, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Like, follow, subscribe, comment,
Yep. Yep.
contact us, email.
Email.
If you email us, I promise you we will talk about it on the show.
I
If you
might
tell us you
answer.
wanted to stay anonymous, we'll let you stay anonymous. We'll just talk about the subject.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a couple things I wanna talk about next time. So,
Okay.
um, yeah, we'll get to that. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you guys all Tuesday. The next episode will be up Tuesday after the Friday episode, and this is the Friday episode, so next episode will be Tuesday. So, like, follow, subscribe, share. We'll see you later.